Now, I don't mind going to see a movie where I actually have to read. That has been a huge challenge in my life, you know, especially when it comes to movies, to see a foreign language film and have to go into the theater and actually have to read subtitles. But now, as I'm getting older, I really look forward to seeing movies that tell different kinds of stories in different languages that I'm not really used to. You know, being in America and used to the American picture, it's nice to get out of that comfort zone and actually see a story, whether it's fantastical or telling a true life story or something that is based in some sort of real life, but it's actually coming from a different point of view and through a different language. So with this film called The Attack, which I just saw right now, it was a film that I think I heard about it at the beginning of this month, thanks to my one of my really good friends' grandparents. And these people, I see sometimes, I'm going to the movies and sometimes I'll run into them and we'll talk about the latest independent film because they love to go see everything. And they actually brought up this film. Have you ever heard of a movie called The Attack? And at the time, I had no idea what this movie was about. So I went online a few weeks later because it was actually playing at a theater very nearby me, and I went and saw the trailer. It looked very interesting and very challenging. It is a film that is from, I believe, the country of Israel, but it is telling the story of a man who is an Arab, and he is a surgeon. He's living in the city of Tel Aviv with his lovely wife, and the day after he receives this major award from the medical field that he's a part of, there is this huge attack, this suicide bomber, and some things are brought to life that actually involve him and his wife. Sadly, his wife is found dead at the sighting of the bombing, but is her involvement really truly connected to what has just happened, or was she just a bystander? And that's really the questions that are raised in this film. And this man actually, after he finds a lot of the truth, goes on a journey where he goes back to his homeland and finds a lot of things that probably don't clearly connect the dots to the tragedy that happened in the country that he was living to at the time of the attack. So this is a movie that is not going to have all the answers for you. And, you know, just like real life, I think some of the things it tackles have happened do happen in a lot of those countries that you know, we don't really get all the answers to. We don't find out what was the motives, you know, why were the reasons that this was actually happening. And that's the sad thing, because I don't think the reasons that those things happen never really have like a very clear answer. And so I felt this movie to be very compelling and very fascinating to watch. Again, it's about a culture that I'm not too aware of, and I don't really understand everything, but I think the movie does a really good job at trying to get you to care about this main character as he goes on this journey to find out what really happened to his wife and how involved his wife might be in this whole conspiracy. This movie is directed very well. It's done by a director that I really don't know how to pronounce his name, but surprisingly, this director has actually worked with Quentin Tarantino, I think 3 or 4 times as a first assistant director with films like Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, 4 Rooms, and Jackie Brown. So that was really fascinating to find out about that. But I think, you know, this individual has crafted a really interesting film that makes me think as a human being. I really felt sympathy for the character because he wants to live in this country where he wasn't raised, and he wants to you know, it's just hard for him to understand both sides of the fence, and also, you know, try and be, you know, he loves his wife, but then at the same time he does love the country that he lives in now, and he's battling that, and you really get an idea of that. And as an audience member, I felt like, okay, I kind of understand what's going on, but not fully, just because, you know, there's a lot of reading involved and I might have missed some subtitles here or there. But overall, I felt like this movie was very entertaining and very insightful, and a picture that I would recommend. It's probably hard to find in your local theater, but if you see it on Netflix, it's something that I think is worth watching and checking out. I don't think it moved me to a point where I got emotional, but that was okay. I felt like, you know, I connected this on a human level, but overall I would have to say this is a very good movie, a very well-produced film, and I do recommend it. I'm going to give the film The Attack 3.5 stars. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film, and also go to WhoYouTube.com. And if you love to see all kinds of movies, especially foreign language films, I highly recommend you check out MoviePass.com because it'll give you the chance to see one 2D movie a day. Thank you again for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.